Hi, both. Thanks for joining us today on our Business Gurus channel, where we will be discussing key business topics to help students grasp the most important elements of their course in preparation for their exams and future career. Let's get started.
Okay, let's dive in. We all know relationships are, well, they're the bedrock of pretty much everything that works smoothly.
Definitely.
And that's so clear in business, especially when you think about those connections with your suppliers, the
Mhm.
companies you really rely on.
Absolutely critical connections.
So today we're doing a deep dive, focusing specifically on, building and keeping trust in those supplier relationships.
Yeah, and we've gone through quite a bit of material, articles, some research, your notes too. We're really boiling it down to the core insights on trust.
Getting right to the good stuff.
Exactly. Think of this as like your shortcut. The mission for you listening is to grab the essential ingredients from all this, the real nuggets, so you can understand what makes these supplier connections strong
hmm
and, hopefully apply it.
Perfect. So let's kick off with the big one, the thing that jumps out from these sources. Why is trust just so vital? I mean, specifically with suppliers, what actually happens if it's not there?
Well, the material's pretty consistent on this. Without trust, you're basically operating with constant friction, uncertainty.
Sounds exhausting.
It is. And it's not just a feeling. The sources talk about real impacts. Things like higher transaction costs, more checks, more legal stuff, longer lead times because, well, communication just isn't smooth.
Right.
And critically, it really puts a brake on innovation. You're just not going to share information or take risks together if that trust isn't solid. One source actually highlighted a case where a lack of trust meant they missed market opportunities, just couldn't move fast enough with their suppliers.
Wow. So it's not just awkward phone calls, it actually hits the bottom line. And future potential, too.
For sure.
Okay. So given how important it is, what did the sources say makes the best supplier relationships really, hum? It can't just be about getting stuff on time with zero defects, can it?
No, far from it. I mean, those things are outcomes and they're critical,
Yeah.
obviously. But the material really emphasizes that the highest performing relationships, they have genuine joint problem solving and really open communication.
Okay. Moving beyond just the transaction.
Exactly.
Huh?
It's about collaboration. One source described how top relationships involved both companies looking ahead, finding potential supply chain problems together before they blew up, not just one side reacting when the other fails.
So it's that proactive thing, that
Yeah.
collaborative energy, not just fixing problems after they happen, but stopping them.
That's it.
Do the sources give examples of what that open communication actually looks like day to day?
Yeah, they do. And it's not just being friendly. It's concrete stuff like sharing forecast data way ahead of time, being transparent even about your own business challenges sometimes.
That takes trust.
It really does. And
Yeah.
having clear, agreed upon ways to handle issues when they come up. Another source shared a case where a company started openly sharing its long term product plans with a key supplier. And that allowed the supplier to invest in new tech, new capabilities that ended up benefiting both of them massively down the line. That just doesn't happen without real trust.
Hmm. That feels like a totally different level compared to just, sending out purchase orders. Okay, let's ground this a bit. The sources also talk about the more concrete, everyday actions that build this trust, right? The tangible stuff.
Exactly. The proof points, you could say. And the sources consistently point to two big ones non negotiables. First, reliable deliveries.
Sounds basic.
It sounds basic, but the material really underscores how fundamental this is. You know that classic image of a truck backing to the warehouse?
Yeah.
That's not just logistics, it's a picture of trust being built or broken. Every time a delivery is on time, complete, documented right, it reinforces that the supplier is capable, committed. One source even noted how small, consistent delays, if they're poorly communicated, can just erode trust built up over ages.
Right. Consistency builds that confidence. Delivery after delivery.
Precisely. And the second big tangible trust builder is consistent quality, products or services. You just have to get what you expected, what you paid for, reliably, every single time.
No surprises there.
Well, another source detailed how setting up shared quality metrics, rigorous ones, and having a supplier who proactively flags even tiny issues or suggests improvements, that builds a way deeper trust than just passing an inspection. It shows they actually care about your success, not just shipping units.
Okay, so delivering reliably and ensuring the quality is consistently there. These aren't just operational boxes to tick. The sources frame them as like active trust building.
They really are. They're the foundation. Without them, the deeper stuff, the collaboration we talked about, it just can't happen. It doesn't have anything to stand on.
Got it. Okay, so wrapping this up for you listening, trust. It's absolutely critical, maybe often underestimated, as the foundation for good supplier relationships. It impacts everything: cost, innovation, you name it.
And the best relationships, according to what we've seen, go beyond just buying and selling. They really embrace joint problem solving and truly open communication.
And that vital trust. It's built day by day through those tangible actions, consistent, reliable deliveries, and unwavering product service quality.
Yeah, and focusing on those areas in your own interactions,
Yeah.
the material suggests it's not just nice to have, it's the direct route to smoother operations, fewer headaches, and just, well, better, more resilient results for your business.
It really gives you a clear focus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and here's something to chew on, drawing from these insights. If reliable deliveries and consistent quality are such clear ways to build trust, how might a lack of genuine joint problem solving or truly open communication, even when the deliveries are fine and the quality is okay, how might that silently chip away at trust and limit what that relationship could really be long term?
It's something to think about with your own supplier connections.
Thanks to both of you for joining us today. You've been listening to the Business Gurus. Let's now hand it over to you. What further questions do you have based on what we've discussed so far? Leave a comment and we'll get back to you right away. If you haven't already, hit that follow for more business tips.